Hello there! Today we're back with another game of Cobalt Core. Today we're going to run with Riggs, Max, and Books on the Artemis. Okay, so with this group, we have two characters that can provide decent. So losing the hull here is preferable. Riggs doesn't interact with either. Removing two cards with a character that can go infinite. A character that can draw potentially zero-cost cards frequently, and then a character that can thin out your deck with a card. Pretty nice. Question now. Roll. And just rely on evasion and cards. Then we probably don't need 3 basic shots. Unpolished crystal. Let's get that tempo going right away. And I want to draw a mage hand more often, so I'm going to start exhausting my own deck so I can get the 1 energy damage card more often. Here I'll be fancy and I'll play admin deploy to get rid of corrupted core. I'll keep our evasion up. Mage hand. Care about drawing admin deployed next turn. I'll use crystal shard to draw into it now. And here I'm just going to build up evasion just so I can be set for. Here I'll use admin deploy. Again, just to keep being able to play the exact same card. You're almost guaranteed to draw some form of evasion next turn. And by some form, I mean with 7 cards, 1 of which being a cantrip and 2 evasion sources, we're guaranteed to get to 3 evasion. Regardless, we pretty much have lethal guaranteed as well. Okay. Now or never, this is nice for like a quick boost for like setup teams or aggressive teams. Right now we are neither. We kind of want to hold on to our evasion for in case we get bad turns. Mining drill, this is a 0 cost. Might be nice if you're spamming a bunch of 0 cost cards or you get 0 draw from books as a rare card. Dice roll is good if we have a lot of draw. We have the 2. So, or I guess the 1 source with +1 draw. Go with mining drill. Right here we only have 2 air yards. I am going to go with 1 with the elites. I think we scrape on by. Don't need to dodge a lot. We can just blow up any damage that we might take. So I'll leave scramble the pool. Here I'm just going to do 0. To allow us to block the damage. And I don't care about drawing any of these cards next turn, except for maybe admin deploy. Exhaust a card. Here we're going to use the 0 attack to blow up a drone. Go over 1 more. And then I'll pull up scramble, just in our evasion high. Again, I'm going to use mining drill just to blow up the thing that's attacking us. Then I'll get rid of a basic shot just so we get our cheap cards or our mage hand more often. Draw a shot to see what we get. Mage hand is what we wanted to. And then we have the spare shard, so I'll deal the extra point of damage. Okay, 5 damage. We currently have 5 in hand. I forgot we were low on damage. We do not have it. There were 3 hull left. Might be able to do it next turn. Yes. Yes, yes we can. Okay, shard pack. We are going for a 0 cost deck build. Shard pack is good because it still goes with 0 cost shenanigans with Max and Rigs, but it also helps with things like 0 draw. Upgrade a card. Kind of are relying on basic dodge to deal with our defenses problem. So get that for cheaper is ideal. Then I'm going to get rid of Corrupted Core. Next turn, this cannon is going to attack, which we can just sidestep. I'm going to our defenses. Now, the thing with Drake is, due to cannon placement, free evasion is not enough to always get out of the way of everything. I'm going to see what we draw. I'm going to go for evasion. I want that asteroid there just in case I need it for defense. Fortunate. And here I'm just going to deal as much damage as I can. Admin deployed to thin out my deck so I get Mage Hand more often. And then this turn is going to be more so a setup. It's scramble. Away card. We're at max capacity cards. Let's see. Here, I'm going to deal as much damage. I do want scramble. So here, hope we don't have too bad of a turn. Kind of be able to take some damage. We have the shield. We don't have the heat yet. And we win. Okay, let's see what artifact we get. Okay, Charge Beam. This is good for a stall strat. Something that we can just keep redrawing the same cards, which might be able to build here pretty soon. So grab this. But for the other cards, Shuffle Shot is good if you care about a lot of things with Max. For hand placement stuff, just being able to reorganize your cards, see if you get anything better. And then Mineral Deposit. This is a good defense card having 2 mid-row objects. A Rock Collection, that's good for our setup, which we are going towards with Charge Beam. Okay. This is a fight we might be able to do well in. Charge Beam, once this gets to 10, can just one-shot if we hit the middle. Right now, though, I care about getting 1 more shield. We do get, okay. Shard pack plus basic dodge will allow us to survive this turn. Keep on drawing as much as possible. Get Charge Beam upgraded. Might have it next turn. Yes, so this will do 2. And this will do 8. 10 total. Enraged, this is a decent pick for us, just because we are kind of trying to stall right now. Options is good for stalling as well, being able to give extra card draws and allow us to evade. And then Vamoose, this is good for either helping you deal with a bad turn, or... yeah, this just helps you deal with the bad turn, really. But for now, I think keeping our deck thin. Armor Bay will be nice, just to multi-shots and potentially any one-shots. Chaff Emitters, this is good for having Evade be our defense, because now Seeker missiles can't target us well. I hear a charge beam could be useful. I did not realize we had a shard there. I just meant that for gold. Well, all blunder shouldn't be the end of the world. So, one thing we can also do with charge beam is try to win off of just killing the soccer ball enemy in one shot. It's unlikely that you'll need to, but it is an option. You don't necessarily have to do it in one shot, but if you can do it in two, that's the max. But regardless, we do just win. We don't need the defense the forward orb provides us, so we'll take an artifact. And a Jettison Hatch, I would argue, is the best artifact we can get here. The reason why we want Jettison is we just remove every other card except for Charge Beam and stuff that allows us to keep redrawing things, and we can just scale up our damage very quickly. This, one thing and is just not use crystal shards in case you have like a good enough hand. That way you could leave more cards in your drop pile that you're fine with using. Charge Beam, I think we'll get it one more time. I'm fine with not using it. So next time I think we'll want to use it to get the full value. Here I think the 2 scramble was better. Let's see if we get anything better. We do not. A 3 of 8, that's still guaranteed. Then Charge Beam gets us beat the fight. Okay. So old reliable, that's good for aggressive strategies. Sometimes. Why it's good is you can just get a geode out there, you can defend for like a turn that you need to. But sometimes it can be bad since it is one of your 5 card draws that you might want for something else. Brand's Prediction, this is good if you don't have a lot of evade, as you can just dodge something. Especially Brand's Prediction B, because the game attacks from left to right. The leftmost attack will activate this, and then you just dodge everything else. This does not work for mid-rail, as a heads up. And then Juke, we don't really need the evasion. Kind of want to keep our deck as thin as possible right now. Okay, so we want to remove 2 cards. Charge Beam is our damage output. So 34 damage is the goal. We're probably not going to use it for 34 damage. We're probably hitting other sources or attack. But for now, thinning out our deck, basically what our goal is going to be. Here we're taking 3, here we are taking 2. I'm going to use Admin Deploy just to get rid of 1 card. Now, I am thinking probably I'm going to take some hull damage from this fight. Scramble. Then I'm fine with getting rid of Mage Hand. Damage. Not horrible. We're at 12. Let's see. Draw into. I don't need a mining drill. Get rid of it. Okay, I'm gonna use admin deploy here. This is 2 hull damage. So unfortunate. At this point, you're guaranteed the damage each time. There we go. Rock collection. Gonna save us some damage. Barely, not enough. Luckily, Armor Bay will save 1 fight. We have it. A little sketchy there. Backup stick is tempting as we can double the amount of charge beams we get. I don't think I think being able to shuffle enough. Don't need to change out the emitter object. We have chaff emitters to deal with anything, and then we have evasion. I'll block things, and we don't need safe state for evasion. It provides either. For Hunter's Wings, just being able to keep our ship smaller, which helps us with defense, is what we want. We don't want high frink radio because we have 2 entire zones to go through, and we want to keep our deck thin. And here, I'm just going to use Armor Bay, just to go off and absorb the 3 damage head on. Here, we want to deal damage with charge beam. Okay, this is nice. But we don't have to do 15, we can still use like Mage Hand to do some chip damage. Try to get this fight done quicker. Nine damage to go. I think we're at 8. Yes. Math.max, that's a good draw card, just being able to draw a bunch. I'm half tempted to pick it up. Same with selective memory. This can become any card. And it also does exhaust itself as well in case we don't want it. So with selective memory. And here we do have 6 card removal. The 3 different pair yards. Okay. These replace itself. They are a tempo loss, but you can use these last straws things. Helps us evasion. Don't need Mage Hand. Basic block. A little scary, especially for the elite. We do have hull. I don't think we need the scaffolding. Yes. I just need to get Ratso down to full or less. Here I'm going to unpolish crystal or yes, unpolished crystal before corrupted core, as I at least gain something for playing the card. Damage right now. Selective memory to get rid of corrupted core. while this is going on in Dice Roll, we'll discard our hand. Think Twice is another good one, although we need to upgrade that to consistently benefit or get something like Safety. Here, I'm going to try and deal damage. Something to watch out for while doing strategy is how often you are able to draw into Charge Beam. Because if you are getting it often enough on your own, and just upgrade it the Charge B, that way you can keep playing it and then draw back into it. Second Charge Beam, although tempting, but I don't think we need it. Okay, Rail Cannon X with this build is going to be hard. Essentially, we are going to have to rely on our other damage cards, which is Mining Drill and Draw Shot. That is the only stuff. For first phase, these geodes are not doing anything. I'm going to Selective Memory Admin Deploy, just reps dealt with. I think Scramble's just lost right now. A little bit of a risk. Charge Beam can take care of one fight. I'm going to next one. Enemy specifically has phases, which I do like. I wish more enemies in the game had it. It would help tone down turn 1 kills, make it so the enemy or the player has to do more deck management to deal with. Makes the drafting phase. Second options, the good burst and card draw, which we might want. A third opportunity for a Charge Beam. Lazy Barrage, not what we want. Charge Beam is our damage. We'll take second options. We're not using shards really with books, and we have a lot of shards maxing out anyways with 4 shard sources, and only one of it which is being used. Heal boost, grab an artifact, Caffeine Rush, help us get some evasion. We don't need to use Grazer Beam. Here I'm going to upgrade a card. I will be sad if we miss out on Safety Lock, but I'm sure we'll... Card. Damage. Then all along. We could use Admin Deploy, keep our deck thin. Charge Beam, and then I'm going to hope we redraw into it. Doesn't really matter, I'll just keep our shards. waste it and evade. Here, once we enter this column, we do have 3 evades, so we're guaranteed safety this turn. Then we switch off. Charge beam. Here we go. Don't really need anything. Enrage is nice in case we need an extra turn setting up, but as is, we're doing pretty well for it ourselves. And then hull plating, just for the extra amount of mistakes we can make. So we want to keep things that allow us to draw. So, draw shot for sure, and these allow us to also draw into cards. Don't need mining drills much anymore. We can remove that. We might not need scramble that much. The reason why is we kind of have basic dodge and then a lot of draw to get back into this. Admin deploy is another thing we can think about getting rid of, as kind of essentially have a deck size of 1 to 4 cards. Because all exhaust or become cantrips which draw themselves. Yeah, we'll get rid of admin deploy. We might get trash cards like Calm Jam in Act 3, but hopefully by that point, that up to the point where we just kill the enemy before that even remotely becomes evil. Off to the side. I'm going to use Charge Beam and hope we redraw into it. We can with Selective Memory. Raw Shot. This. Starts. Raw Shot again. Go. Slowly starts to deal damage. Raw Shot. Charge Beam. Charge Beam. Raw Shot. Charge Beam. That gets us the perfect specimen. This is essentially a free pick. It allows us to heal for 2 damage, but also gives us a cantrip in the form of Crystal Shard, which just draws itself, so might be able to do more shenanigans with redrawing Charge Beam. Again, we don't need the evasion with save state, and then we're not getting a lot of evade, so we can't use Strafe B. Although Admin Deploy can play this for cheaper, which we don't have right now. And then, yeah, light speed boost, being able to get this consistently on turn 1, and also the extra energy to help kickstart us on our damage ramp. Let's pull our exhaustible right now. Then I did that just to draw through the deck faster. Charge Beam. About healing, but I'm going to save that as the last energy I use. We are guaranteed to take no damage as we get basic dodge and then dodge for 4 on either side. I think we're fine. And we didn't even need to dodge that far. I guess going to the right would have saved us some more in evasion. And here, I don't think we're going to take that much hull, so I'm going to get rid of it for now, allow ourselves to get our deck become faster. Or we just want to keep our deck thin. Get rewards. Let's go for the boss fights. option, field, then exhaust our cards. Draw one more. Selective memory to make sure we get into charge beam. Drawing. Caffeine Rush as well is going to help give us a lot of evade now. Definitely be able to get it at least twice each. And there we go, turn 2 kill on Dylan, that's nice. A quick thinking, tempting here, just being able to draw more. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it actually. I think that helps our deck have a air station upgrade around. Have one. I guess we do have the 2 upgrades. I actually am this. Basically on basic dodge, just so it exhausts and we can draw charge beam more often. You have caffeine rush to take care of our evasion. Quick thinking. Okay, here we have 2 geodes. Now we can use block charge beam. I'm gonna get rid of the thing that gets permanently. You're not going to be able to one-shot this fight. You can draw again. It says 4, but wake up at the end of this. Oh, mine as well. Try to outskill this enemy. Barely not enough damage. Quick thing A is tempting. And just replace draw shot with that. That way we can draw shard packs or 0 cost cards. Then cycle through and get charge beam more often. I know that doesn't make much sense right now, but will become clear, I think, once I pull it off for the final fight. And then quick draw. Kind of are drawing enough already. I think strong guard is better just for the extra evade it will provide. And then Piercer might help us trivialize a fight. Okay, so we're taking 2 damage right now. Not that scary. Card pack gives us enough shield. Get rid of exhaust cards. Oh, the exhaust cards we want to get rid of. Now that we are at energy, quick thinking. Charge beam. Crystal shards till we can't anymore. Quick thinking. And yes, this is a turn 2 Dylan fight with a lot more damage output than we need. Might be able to do Cobalt turn 1. This provides 2 evade with how much we are using the attack card. Cross-link it, I think, is a net gain. Especially on turn 1. if we even need to... Yes, we do need to exhaust this. That's how we're spamming this. One. Draw a bunch. Draw one of each color that draws whole. Then we can use selective memory one time. Torch beam is back in there. Then we can use quick thinking to gain some more pause. Basically, each draw, once we start using crystal shards, is going to equal one charge beam draw and fire. And that's enough for turn 1. None of these are any good. Look at our functional deck size again. We have 4 cards. We don't really need to remove anything. Being able to get more crystal shards. Shard pack B just for extra shard. And I'm fine with keeping the other 2 cards around because they aren't really hurting us too much. Memory. Shard pack. Are we going to lose out on the extra evasion I wanted with it? That was quick thinking A. How much damage? Deal? B allows us for another charge beams. This is in no ways a turn 1 pull, but 1 damage turn 1, we gain a shield, and we get halfway through. Pretty good turn 2. One more wins us the fight. Okay, let's see here. About a 40-minute run. I hope this fight shows how strong Riggs can be as a carry. I really like Charge Beam as a card. Able to fit into so many builds. Books as well, just enabling us to keep redrawing it. And then Max was good for some early support before just being shoved to the sidelines. But Max was still relevant because there was 2 artifacts, one of which we used more often. Anyways, I hope you like the video, give a like, or have a nice day. Take care.